majority, and electing Cortez Masto is an important part of our path to taking back the Senate. Electing more Democrats to join Representative unedited in Congress and taking back our majorities in the state legislature are equally as important. We can make progress on our shared priorities and grow the middle class with Democrats in office. Thank you for coming out to caucus today and for all you will do in 2016 to keep Nevada blue. Sincerely, Harry Reid, United States Senator. This is from Roberta Lang, fellow Democrats. Nevada Democrats have so much to look forward to in 2016, and it all starts today with our first in the West presidential caucuses. I want to thank the countless staff and volunteers at the Nevada State Democratic Party who have worked so hard to ensure a successful caucus day. The caucus process has helped us grow and mobilize our grassroots network early in the election cycle. We have an amazing roster of Democratic candidates stepping up to win key races up and down the ballot this November. With your help, we are going to win Nevada for our Democratic nominee for president, elect Cortez Masto in the U.S. Senate, send more Democrats to join unedited in Congress, and take back our majorities in the state legislature. Whether it's phone banking, canvassing, or making a financial contribution, we need you to stay involved between now and Election Day. Under President Obama's leadership over the past 7 years, our country is finally back on track. The Republican Party's presidential candidates have gone out of their way to remind us how they would undo all that progress. This is the most important GOP presidential field in history. And while Donald Trump's outrageous comments may dominate the headlines, the rest of the Republican candidates share his divisive ideas and destructive agenda. Nevada is the third state in the country to make its voice heard in this nomination process. Today is a unique opportunity for Nevadans to shape our nation's future. The outcome of this election is incredibly important, and Nevada, the most diverse early state, will play a pivotal role today in selecting the Democratic nominee who will be our 45th president. Thank you for being here today to make your voice heard and for all your work to support Nevada Democrats. Sincerely, Roberta Lang, Chief Nevada State Democratic Party. Okay. Cortez Masto, fellow Democrats, welcome to the 2016 Democratic Presidential Caucuses. The caucuses are the first step in organizing for the general election, where we will elect Democrats up and down the ballot, including the race for U.S. Senate. So no matter who you caucus for today, thank you for coming out and participating. For 8 years, I had the honor of serving as Nevada's Attorney General. Whether it was the sex traffickers or the big banks, I made it my business to see that people who violated our trust paid the price. I was one of the first attorney generals in America to sue the big banks. We held them accountable and got $1.9 billion in relief for Nevada homeowners. We passed historic reforms that made human trafficking a crime, went after scam artists who targeted seniors, and cracked down on domestic abusers. I'm running for the United States Senate because for too long, Washington has been failing the American people. If elected, I would be the first Latina to serve in the U.S. Senate. But I'm not running to make history. I'm running to solve problems. Our economy needs to work for everyone. That means raising the minimum wage, but it also means tearing down the barriers to the middle class, fixing a regressive tax system, stopping anti-union policies, and defeating the job-killing trade deal. My opponent, Congressman Heck, has been part of the mess in Washington. He votes with his party 90% of the time. He voted to defund Planned Parenthood. He opposed raising the minimum wage. He opposed comprehensive immigration reform, and he even wants to abolish the Department of Education. With your support, we are going to win this. Thank you all for your support. I look forward to working with you over the coming election and as your next senator. Sincerely, Cortez Masto, Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate.
And we need a representative from, there's a letter from Hillary and a letter from Bernie, and I would ask a representative of Bernie.
I'll do it.
Read that.
I can do it.
I want to do it.
Do you want me to read this one first?
Yes.
Okay. This is from
Does the
Hillary.
precinct captain have to do it?
Dear friends, today
I
is
wanna
the
do
day.
it.
As you
Can
come
we
together
film?
with your family, friends, and neighbors, you have the exciting and significant responsibility of taking part in the first in the West caucus that will help decide the Democratic nominee for president of the United States. You'll help decide which direction our country should go, and importantly, which candidate you can count on to get us there, to listen to you, fight for you, and deliver for you each and every day. I'm asking for your support to be that candidate. I'm so grateful to all of you for taking this caucus seriously and for exercising your civic duty to be here. I have spent my entire adult life fighting to even the odds, from my early days at the Children's Defense Fund through my tenure as Secretary of State, to help people get ahead and stay ahead, and to give each child the opportunity to live up to his or her God-given potential. I'm asking for your support to continue that fight, to raise incomes for hardworking families, give every American access to affordable health care and college, secure retirement for our seniors, ensure our communities are safe, and keep our country secure and strong. Since last April, I have traveled throughout the Silver State, listening to your stories and hearing about the challenges you face. I want to be president to tackle the big issues in the headlines, but also the kinds of problems that keep you up at night. I'm fighting for young people like Alicia at UNLV, who knows that the hardest part about going to college shouldn't be paying for college. And Bethsaida, a dreamer who won't let her immigration status keep her from setting her sights on attending Yale and becoming a doctor. I'm fighting for Elizabeth, a home care worker who has dedicated her life to caring for others, but hasn't had a raise in 23 years. I'm fighting for Sean, an Army veteran who came home from the Gulf War and continued his service as a deputy sheriff, building partnerships to help those struggling with addiction. And I'm fighting for Donna, a grandmother who is determined to build a better future for her 2 grandsons with autism. At the center of my campaign is how we are going to raise wages, build an economy that lifts up all people, and create jobs on Main Street. All across the state, Nevadans are working hard and doing their part, but too many families are still struggling to get ahead and stay ahead. Together, I know we can forge a better and brighter future for all Americans, the struggling, the striving, and the successful. And that begins by keeping a Democrat in the White House. Nothing could be more important, and I need your support. With gratitude and warmest regards, I am sincerely yours, Hillary Clinton.
Excuse me, my voice may seem a little comical, but I swear to you, everything I'm about to say is sincere. Please believe me. Dear Nevadans, we have witnessed the beginning of a political revolution aimed at transforming our country so our government works for the average person. We need a leader not beholden to big money interests, one positioned to regulate Wall Street, one who is not in the pocket of big banks that caused the 2008 financial crisis and the mass housing foreclosures in Nevada. That's why my campaign has raised zero money from super PACs. Together, we take on establishment politics. We can ensure that when someone works 40 hours per week, they are not living in poverty. We can provide universal health care, free tuition for universities, and raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, and guarantee paid medical and family leave.
Sir, can you face us so I can hear you?
Absolutely. We can ensure the world we lead is not ravaged by climate change. But as you know, I do need to turn to them. Let them. We can create a more and just equal society. We must defend the rights of our gay brothers and sisters. We need to address civil rights issues by reforming our criminal justice system and stopping for-profit prisons. We need comprehensive immigration reform that puts families first and brings people out of the shadows. We need a foreign policy that will protect and defend this nation responsibly with a strong emphasis on diplomacy. War should not be the first resort. And if we can't afford to take care of our veterans, then we should not go to war. Today I'm asking you to stand for what's right. We have the chance to restore the American dream. I'm asking you to join the political revolution that will create a country that works for everyone, not just the political and economic elite. I'm asking you to give Nevada and the United States of America a future to believe in. In solidarity, Bernie Sanders.
That completes item 4. Item 5, I'm going to waive its contributions to the Democratic Central Committee.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Contributions.
The agenda lists contributions to the Democratic Party. I would invite you at the end, if you would like to make a check. There's an envelope here, and they will be forwarded, and I know the party badly needs their financial support.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, excuse me. May we please ask people to turn off their electronic apparatus? I take offense to this. I take that this is an getting parade around.
Yeah, would you mind,
I do mine. I'm recording the caucus. No, I'm not for a private entity. I'm not doing this for profit. I can record the public.
if you create a nuisance, I can ask you to leave.
Sure.
You're about to, I have the authority to ask you to leave if
Sure.
you create a nuisance. You're about to create a nuisance.
Sure.
Please put your camera away.
Absolutely.